Racing Podcast is the ultimate ride where the rubber meets the road and the spots fly wide. From wrecks and wins to what's going online, we cover it all every moment in time. Fights in the pits or a hero's last stand. If it happened at the track, you'll hear it firsthand. Tune in and buckle up tight, cause the Bench Racing Podcast is your fun night.
Thank you for tuning into the Bench Racing Podcast presented by Beth Szerzynski, Michael Olson, and myself, Derek Crane, where the talk is fast, the drama is real, and it's all about the local race scene. Proudly sponsored by Finn and Louie's Pizzeria, Dirtex Industries, and Sprechers Brewery. So start your engine, boys and girls. It is showtime, and man, we got a great show ahead of you. We got a lot of talking points. There's just so much with the final part 2 of the championship weekend with all the Wilmot classes. And so we'll just start it off like every show. We'll start it off with the good time and see how much you remember, Michael. How was your weekend?
I remember all of Saturday night. I remember the racing portion of being an absolute freaking disaster. I felt like I kind of got accustomed to getting on here and telling you guys that, you know, we had a great night. We won, or we ran second or third or something. And that was not the case this week. We came into championship night. We had 146 points over Nathan, and we knew all we had to do was complete a lap, and we got our 60 show-up points, and the championship was clinched.
And how hard is one lap?
Right. That's what everybody thinks, right? Until it becomes the hardest possible thing to do. We roll out for qualifying, and CJ told us before he pulls out, he goes, I'm going to go out. I'm going to roll around the first lap. I don't care if it's a 30-second lap. Then I'll open it up and I'll, run for a good lap. Green flag drops. Dude puts his foot through the firewall and goes into turn 1, and boom goes the motor. Just an absolute hellacious noise. We were standing on top of the trailer and our stomachs sank. So get in the pits, start, digging into it, trying to figure out what's wrong. At this point, we don't know if it was something ignition related, it caused like a backfire, or if it had actually blown up. Tried one thing, or a couple things I should say, pushed off again, 0 oil pressure. At that point, we knew that we were kind of screwed. So we dug into it a little bit further, got the distributor pulled out of it, found that there was about 1.5 teeth left on the gear on the bottom of the distributor to spin the oil pump. And at that point, a lot of really cool people stepped up for us. Dan Wade ran from the grandstands to try to help and help us figure out what's going on, what we need to do. And while he was standing there, Ion Steer actually texted him and said, hey, if they need my backup car to run a lap, come get it. So we went down by Ion's trailer. We dropped his backup car down from the top deck in his trailer and rolled it down by our pit, and we had our work cut out for us. We got the car, it had no shocks, no wings, no gears, front tires on the rear. All the stops were loose. There was no setup whatsoever in the car. But we knew that we only needed to complete a lap. So we threw as much as we could. We pushed off, thing popped off. Great. Start in the back, run a couple laps, pull off the track, and let's start drinking. No. We go to push off for the feature, and the car will not fire. So now we're at the point where, like, what in the world? Like, I told CJ,
what did CJ do to the universe?
That's why I told CJ at the end of the night, I said, whatever you did to piss off God this week, you better go home, get on your knees, and apologize, because he is not happy with you right now. So CJ gets pushed to the work area, and we start looking for anything fuel related that would cause us to not fire. And ultimately what it was there was a secondary fuel valve down on the right-hand side of the seat that CJ didn't know about because it was an unfamiliar car to him. And we had 10 seconds left on the work area timer. And the staging guy is screaming 10 seconds. And Tyler just happened to look down. He saw it, and we got the valve flipped. We sent CJ out. It popped, and the crowd went insane.
Wild.
It was
wild.
I wasn't even up on top of the trailer where I could hear very good yet, and I heard the crowd erupt, and I was just like, "Wow!"
It fired.
Yeah,
It fired.
Granted, when it was all said and done, we tallied up the points, and like I said a little bit ago, we were 146 ahead of Nathan, and Nathan put together a 144 point night. So if we would not have got that car fired, it would have been a 2-point gap for the championship. But we ultimately got the car fired, and we ran 3 laps, and we pulled off, and we started swapping stuff back to his car so we could go out for championship pictures. We won the championship by ended up being 93. So not nearly what we had, but still a good chunk. And I guess you could say the rest of the night's history from there.
Well, I was hanging out with you for that from there on for the rest of the night. My weekend, I'll do right after Michael because our weekends were together basically. We're sitting in the stands. We're just like, yep, Nate's got second. Maybe like he's got to race Klemko. The championship's out of it, but it's just like, well, maybe. Not wishing anything bad on CJ of all people too. CJ, like, no, we don't want that. And they're behind each other, of course. They're on top of each other in qualifying. That's what happens, right? Your points leader, you're always right next to, even with a random pole. And Nate they just know that they're counting them down because everyone's kind of starting to gradually speed up together. Nate goes into turn 3. CJ's right behind him, a couple car lengths. Nathan comes by, and right when CJ got by us, and we sit 3rd or 4th row behind the flag stand. Right when he got to us, it was a distributor pop, but then the last one was a big boom, and I was like, and my whole crew were like, that did not just happen. That did not just happen. I messaged our thread here, and I was like, please tell me that didn't happen. Like, of all things. Then Nate goes fast time, and I was like, oh no, we might be witnessing something really weird tonight. So of course cheered for Nathan getting fast time. He goes out there and finishes 2nd or 3rd in his heat. And I was like, okay, with that, if CJ doesn't fire, Nate does have to win now, I think, depending on where he starts in the feature. But when CJ fired for the feature, I mean, I was even screaming because knowing on the backside of all the work that has to be done and knowing it's not even his car, like, I'm like, they're like, whose car is that? Whose car is that? I'm like, it looks like Ian's old car. So I'm like, that'd be Ian's car. And then it fired, and we're like, everyone's cheering. We're like, woo. And then you go back, get pushed off for the feature, and it's not firing. And I'm like, the universe doesn't want CJ to what the hell? He finally gets the draw that he needs for the feature, the inverts. And now he's got the worst luck. And then they stopped, and then came back out, and it fired, and it was loud for everyone. And man, let me tell you, that was a slow 3 laps to ever win a championship. He did it.
I think they put almost half a track, if not more, on him in those 3 laps.
Yeah, like one more lap, and I think Klemko was going to lap him. I think like it was ugly, but hey, it can be ugly as long as at the end of the night you got the championship trophy. Beth, you weren't at Wilmot. You were up at Cedar Lake, and you guys didn't have you didn't have an eventful race up there, did you?
No. It's nothing like fighting a grown man.
Oh, spicy. You or Ralph?
Me.
Oh, who?
Some random. Okay, so not saying names. But this dude's...
you probably don't listen to this podcast, so you can say their names.
I don't even remember his name. That's how much I want to block it out.
Okay.
He... someone got mad that they didn't know how to race. Dude's only 15. He got mad that Ralph was racing. He didn't show up for a Sunday stroll. My bad. Tapped tires 3 times. And then claimed that Ralph was giving him right rears and stuff. So he sends his crew guy over to us as we're pushing out for the B main for the wing car.
Mm-hmm.
and just gets into Ralph's face, starts yelling, gets into my face, starts yelling at me. So I have a temper on me. If you ever meet me, realize or just listen to the podcast.
Yeah, get you something up. I have to spend 35 minutes editing your language out.
Whoops. So I go off on this dude, and I say some things. He gets all quiet and just storms away. I'm like, what just happened? So, and then after the B main, we blew up our motor in the wing car. So it's nice to have a rod through our oil pan.
And it's not a speed hole.
It is. This way. So that was cool. Then this kid comes up to us, and he's like 8, 10, and we're like, "Oh, sweet, a kid wants an autograph." Sure. So he's like, "Who's the driver of this thing?" We point to Ralph, me and his uncle, and he's like, how do you like that tire? And we're like, oh, we love it, because we put it together. And he's like, don't you do that to my brother again. And I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, did they seriously just come to our pit? Like, I could get these people kicked out. Like, even though
if UMSS has the same rules.
I think they do.
If they do.
But
dude, can you imagine they're like, yeah, we told them a lesson. We were gonna fight, and they don't want to fight us.
They're 15 and 8.
Yeah. We're bad kids, man. I can't wait to tell the kids at school on Monday.
The thing is, I was ready. I was fuming. I was not scared, and I guess
I see you fighting.
It's happened. Okay.
You know that 8-year-old kid went to school yesterday and he was like, I almost beat up a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Give me your lunch money.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
she didn't know I was coming to fight too.
Every day.
The element of surprise.
It was so stupid. So we write "Love It" on our mud cover, and like as the night goes on, I sit next to TJ and we start talking. He's like, "Why were you yelling in the middle of the pits at someone?" I'm like, "Oh, I was that loud." So I guess I didn't realize I was that loud. So if you're at Cedar Lake, you probably heard me yelling if you're in the main stretch of the pits. So that's cool.
Yeah. So that's Beth's weekend, yelling at 8-year-olds, threatening to beat them up, ready to go.
Oh my God. Almost pulled a Greg Olson.
Could you imagine the staff getting there and thinking it's 2 adults to find out it's just 3 minors?
Well,
what do you do?
The first dude, I don't think he was a minor. He looked like a grown man. He was at least in his 20s. So bring it on, buddy. I'm a minor. I don't get any punishments for this.
Just remember, you sign your rights away when you sign for your pit pass. So
well, they didn't have parents sign for me, so does it still count?
Suck on that.
Exactly.
Now they're going to start carding everybody. If you look like you're under the age of 60 years old, we're carding you. Thanks, Beth. All right, so we're going to get into our first topic here. What won our champions their championships? So that's the Wing 604, Wingless, Street Stocks, Modifieds, Lightning Sprints, and Bandits. So let's start off with, let's give the Lightning Sprints a little love. They always, the part-timer class of Wilmot Raceway. So we'll start off with Lightning Sprint champion, Chad Stouthammer. What did he do to win the championship this year? We'll start with Michael.
I mean, he did exactly what he had to do. He went into championship night knowing he's 2 points behind. All you got to do is just put together a good night. You don't have to go set the world on fire. The dude's a baller, honestly. Like,
he is.
He got out of the car in Victory Lane for his championship, and he was like, you would have thought that he's been there 12 times already. Like, he was calm, cool, collected. But, I mean, obviously he had a little bit of luck on his side. It's not often that Mark Heinert spins out on the first lap.
By himself.
But he did everything that he had to do all season long. He consistently ran the top 5, top 3, put down good laps of qualifying, past cars and heat races. I love Mark Heiner, but Stouthammer was my pick, and I was very happy to see him win it.
Oh yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the only driver to actually change coming out of championship night versus coming in. Because Mark had the lead, Chad was second. So
Yep.
I always feel it's good to be the chaser going into a championship night because you have nothing to lose. You just throw everything to the wind and see what comes up. Beth, what won Chad Stouthammer the 2025 Lightning Sprint Championship?
The consistent top fives for sure, and obviously, as Michael said, having a good night. And yeah, I don't know.
Yep. You literally took half the words out of my mouth for mine because I said 5 top 5s out of 5 features. He's the only driver to have all top 5 finishes at Wilmot. So to me, that's what won Chad his championship. Let's move on to let's go to the Bandits. David McKellips, Hot Wheels Dave. Who wants to go first? You guys are chomping at the bit. I'll go first. David McKellips, 8 for 8 with top 10 finishes. He's always found a way to finish, even with issues. Dude's won, and I lost it, but or actually, let me find it real quick. Dude's won 2 features, 1 feature.
I think it was 1.
One.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Tiny Horse and Craig Cruiser are the only multiple winners in the Bandits. But yeah, there you go.
Without memberships.
He owned. Well, you had to say it. Okay. Chad Stouthammer bought a membership. That's why he won the championship. There you go. All the drivers that we're talking about today won a championship because they bought a membership. But
oh my god.
But yeah, 5 top 5s, 7 top 10s out of 8 features. That's what got him as his top 10 consistent finishes. Beth, since you wanted to jump in. I can't wait. This is gonna be better in the later part of the episode.
What? So definitely finishing where he did each night definitely played a factor. And Tiny Horse and Craig Cruiser not getting a membership definitely helped.
Yes. However, so when we were at the live show, someone did send me the points if all the drivers were racing. And David McKellips was still the points leader. And actually it was the top 3 that wouldn't have changed. If you remember, Craig Cruiser showed up the second night or third night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay that much attention to stuff.
Obviously.
I was gonna say I don't know where Tiny Horse would have fell into the equation because he had quite a few bad runs to start the year. I know where at the end of the year, if Craig was a member, where he would have ended up, because I did it for our next topic.
Just say it for right now for this current topic.
No. For the main part, he can't say it because it'll give it away. So, yeah. Okay. I mean, and David McKellips won the most heat races, 5. So
I think no matter what, it was his championship to win. So
I mean, it was his to lose for sure. Like, he did a great job with his speed every night and found a way to finish even with issues. All right, we're going to go to street stocks next. I don't want to give away my list too much by going by classes, but anyways, street stock champion Brandon Murtis, 8 for 8 top 5s. Did not overcompensate when troubles arose in heat races. He is we still have the Fall Classic, and I'm still going to count that into passing and features and all that stuff. But right now, remember this, Beth, Brandon Murtis is plus 58. He's passed the most cars out of every class in at Wilmot Raceway. So that's what I think won him the championship, without getting too much detail to when we get to the next topic. Michael.
I think the number one thing that won him his championship was his patience. Brandon and I, we've talked about this. Years past, he's been very not impatient, but like ready to pounce. Whereas this year, he kind of took that step back and he would size up every move that he had to make, because he knew that, you know, it's 1 point per position. If you don't finish a race, you lose, you know, say 13 points potentially, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't sound like a lot, but when you can only gain 1 to 3 max back a night, that's a lot.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, statistic wise, I'm gonna save some of that. But the night that he didn't finish the heat race, because his hood flipped up and he had to start 15th in the feature and he drove up to 5th. He did that. He didn't put a single scratch in the car. And that kind of stuff is what I think ultimately is the reason that he was the 2025 champion, his patience.
Yep. Yeah, I could see him kind of, just overdoing, trying to make up for it in one lap in years past. And he's definitely matured there. Beth.
Always finishing in the top 5 of each night, so that definitely helps. And passing all those cars, but it was a close battle and it was cool.
Yep.
I'm all for close battles. I find that stuff really interesting.
Except when it happens to CJ and he's just got to turn one lap. That sucks. It's painful to watch. Like, it's hard to cheer for the other driver too. It's like, all right, let's go
Especially
to
if it's your brother.
Well, that's the only way I could cheer for it. If it was anybody else, I'd be like, it's Nathan and then CJ. That's end of story. So that's where it was hard, was because it's the next person I would be cheering for.
I think you forget that the people can't see your hand movements when they're listening to the podcast. So they could think you're putting like CJ all the way up top and Nathan all the way at the bottom.
You weren't supposed to tell me what I just did, Beth. Okay, Beth, since you want to talk tonight, we'll go to you with modified. Steve Mueller. What won Steve Mueller his championship?
The wins definitely played a factor, and then finishing where he did obviously helps.
Yep. I feel like we're going to kind of start getting a repetition here of this, because 7 for 7 top 10s, only driver to have top 10 finishes out of all the drivers. 3 feature wins. He's only won 1 heat race, which is pretty shooketh, because there's Modifieds has a bunch of different heat race winners. So that's what won him. He'd come from the back. He's plus 39. So that's what won Steve Mueller. Michael?
I think not taking anything away from Steve Mueller, because I think he is a BAMF. Joe Huenfeld not being a member, missing a bunch of nights, definitely helped. I think Huenfeld runs a full season, and we might be talking different right now. Huenfeld was pretty freaking fast.
Yes,
but I mean, ultimately, it's hard not to repeat yourself for all these drivers, because for all 6 of them, you could say they did what they had to do. They finished consistently. They won races. They did this. They did that. But I mean, in this case, it was literally Steve did exactly what he had to do.
Yep. Which is good that you said that, because now I feel like these two, for Wingless and the Wing 604, are totally a little bit off of what we've been saying. So I'll start with the Wingless. Tim Cox.
My hero.
Yes, my hero too. Excluding the last night, consistently stayed out of trouble. No matter where he was, if he was battling for 2nd or 12th or 9th or coming up through the pack. He always stayed out of trouble. Of course, he got caught up in championship night in the heat race, and they got it. But he started deep. He could have gotten himself in trouble there, and he didn't. So consistently stayed out of trouble. Michael.
I literally have Mr. Consistency wrote.
Boom.
He didn't win, but he was always in the top 5, battling for top 5. He was passing cars. He really kicked it up a notch in qualifying this year too. He made up a lot of points in qualifying. Whereas years past, I felt like he was not years past, but maybe last year and the year before that, he was, kind of that 8th to 12th place qualifier. Whereas this year he was in the top 5 quite a bit in qualifying. And over the grand scheme of things, over a full season, if you average qualifying 3rd over average of qualifying 8th, that's 6 points a night. So
yeah. Beth, Tim Cox, your hero.
I put down consistent top 10s, really good in qualifying, obviously feeds into a lot of points, as Michael was saying, and Adam Taylor not getting a membership.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But this is a legend we're talking about. You don't throw that shade on him, okay?
I'm not throwing any shade to Tim. I love Tim. Tim is the best. I can talk to him about like setup stuff and pick his brain, and he's so knowledgeable. It's crazy.
Yeah, real quickly, do you remember who the top 3 were in the wing list?
Yes. Wait, for
Wilmot? Yeah, Wilmot.
Yeah, it was Tim Cox, Tyler Cuxhouse, and Chris Klumko.
You know what they all have in common?
I don't know.
Every feature they finish in the top 10. No DNFs. So
I thought it was like something with their name.
Yeah.
I was like, do they all have K's in their name?
No, they all have vowels.
Well, she's not wrong. Well, she is wrong, but she's kind of right. All their names start with a K sound.
See?
Do. The conspiracies of Wilmot. Hey, what the hell? I'm getting gypped here. My last name starts with K.
No, it doesn't.
Crane.
Crane. Yeah, it's Crane, not Ka.
Okay, fine. Ka. Whatever.
Okay, if that's the case, then Cox is Ka, Coxhouse is K, and Klumko is Kl.
Cool. Yeah.
I just defended you and made you look kind of smart for a minute, and then you just turn around and Derek.
No. So Derek is getting the championship next year somehow in a steel block.
Yeah, I'm bringing.
That's his last name.
Oh yeah. Okay, and last one. Oh, okay, Michael, you're gonna go last, so you can just bask in the glory. Okay. Beth, Wing 604, CJ Malik.
Not too many people could catch him. Very, very consistent. A lot of wins. And whoever, I don't know who sets up the car. Definitely not Michael, but they know how to set up their car, and that helps.
I'll cut in for just a second. Tyler is a super genius when it comes to a sprint car.
Bro, I forgot to tell you about that in my weekend. I love hanging out with Tyler Malik. He is hilarious.
Drunk Tyler's so much funnier than sober Tyler. I will tell you that right now.
I was like, no wonder why they have this energy and bond together. This dude's the glue, man. He's delightful.
Since we brought that back up, I'll tell another thing really quick. So Sunday we all got together to watch the Packers-Lions game. Boo Packers, boo Lions. But
what? Let me guess, you're a Bears fan.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. How does? Oh,
whoa, let me get through his point.
Sorry.
So we're all over at CJ's, and Tyler showed up. He was the last one to show up, and he walks in. He starts talking, and Garrett looks at him. He goes, "Wow, I can't believe you have any words left to say after how much you talked last night."
Hey, he got his brother a championship. He can talk as long as he wants.
Absolutely.
He was awesome.
Tyler's a G.
All right, I'll go next. Wing 604, CJ Malik, batting 500. That's what got him the championship. Now you could also say Malik Racing, Ian Steer, Dan Wade, all those people that helped him. But if he had a night like all the other drivers, So he didn't have 5 wins. He had, let's say, 2, maybe 3. That championship would have been way more close going into, and then you can't have those issues. So batting 500 is what won CJ Malik the championship. All right, now it's time to go to the guy that actually works on his car. Probably turned some wrenches. Michael.
I'm about to get bleeped, but first and foremost, he's CJ Malik.
Boom. Let's go. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it.
So should I give you heads up?
No.
He doesn't expect it from me. We expect it from you, Beth.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways.
No, let me just state that he expected it from you before he did for me. So.
Anyways. Yeah. I mean, I'm not counting championship night as a night because that was bogus. So I'm gonna say 5 out of 9 is pretty freaking good. Take away the night that we got bamboozled, I'll say, by a lapped car trying to set up Derek to pass him for second. We would have been in the top 5 every single night. And actually we would have been, I think that would have made a podium every single night. If I'm not mistaken, I'd have to go back and look again. But yeah, it was just that, and then just the guys that are behind CJ, and not even me, but Tyler and BJ. It is rare, very rare, that CJ comes in after a race and he's like, I don't like the car. He's always happy with it. It was just a really good year. Everything just clicked, and yeah.
It was a good year. Yeah, it's a good year. All righty. So comment below if we missed anything that you think won these drivers their championships. If you want to give their crew chiefs, the people that set up their cars, a shout out. Sponsors, love to hear that. We're going to take an ad break, and on the other side, we will be talking 10 drivers who can go into the off season happy. I'm really excited to be running Dirt X Industry Parts this year. And just a reminder that you can be a part of something awesome by subscribing to DirtXIND.com. Not only will we be running their top quality products, but you can directly support our team by subscribing at www.dirtxind.us. Subscriptions are just $5 or $10 a month and come with awesome perks like discounts on parts and merch. Entries to win thousands of dollars in prizes every month. When subscribing, be sure to enter DCR in the coupon box or notes. This helps us gain even more support from DirtX Industries throughout the year. Every subscription helps Crane Racing stay on the road and at the track each week. There is no limit. Anyone can subscribe and make a difference. Thanks for your continued support. See you at the track. Now back to the episode. All right, welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. Now, we are talking 10 drivers who can go into the offseason happy. I know we still have the Fall Classic coming up, but we're talking about points because now we get into the specials, and you could have won the championship. You go to some special races and just suck hind tit, and pretty soon you're just like, it doesn't even feel like we won a championship. So, so the way that we're doing this is we can only pick 3 champions. This list is actually a lot harder than you think because you're 6 classes. Even if we pick 2 drivers from each class, that's more than half our list with those 2 drivers. So this is going to be fun. So I think the way that we'll do this is we'll go 10-6. We'll just go all our 10s, all our 9s, all our 8s, all our 7s, all our 6s. And then
What if you didn't put them in order?
You didn't put them in order?
How do you make a top 10 list and not put them in order?
I just put names down.
Okay.
I thought you guys meant like put 10 people down.
You can put 10 people down. Yeah, put 10 people down.
Okay.
For those that can't see me right now, I'm face palming.
Yes. And for those that talk to me at Wilmot, hi. Okay. All right, Beth, you do again. We'll play checker. We'll play chess. You can play whatever game you're playing. So we'll we'll do our 10 to 6, and then we'll kind of, because I'm not sure how this is going to work because I don't know their list. They don't know my list, so I don't.
I'll put them in order.
Okay,
Yeah.
you put them in order. I should have said that at the beginning of the show. The one time I don't say anything about a list being in order at the beginning of the show. All right, here we go. All right, Beth, you can go last in this round. So I'll go me, Michael, you. Me, Michael, you. Okay.
Okay.
So, Jessica McKellips. Michael, who do you have for number 10?
Tucker Richards.
Beth?
Carrie Williams.
Wilms?
Oh, I put a typo.
Ben Godlewski, number 9.
Joe Hewenfeld.
Beth, who's your number 9?
Greg Alt.
Number 8, Robbie Olson.
Kevin Chasen.
Beth, guess what? Back to you.
Whoops. Blake Cruiser.
Blake Cruiser, that's a good one. My number 7 is Carrie Wilms.
My number 7 is Chris Klemko.
My number 7 is Tucker Richards.
Nice. And my number 6 is Jacob Irwin.
Shout out. My number 6 is Josh Gehrig.
Ooh.
My number 6 is Ralph Johnson.
Okay. All right. So that's our 10 to 6s. And we actually didn't have you guys doubled up on Tucker Richards. Beth and I doubled up on Carrie Wilms. Michael, I don't think we doubled up on anything, did we?
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I do want to say my number 11 was Ralph Johnson.
Ooh. Yes. And I should say the way that I did mine was I looked at every driver in every class and then went from ranking. So there's a bunch of drivers that I could argue. I mean, when you have a talk show and opinions and stuff like this, you can argue pretty much anybody in. So just because you don't hear your name on here does not mean I think lowly of you. I still think very highly of you. But these are just some drivers that I think that can go into the off season pretty happy. All right, so you guys doubled up on Tucker Richards. So why Tucker Richards?
So I put Tucker Richards at 10. I originally had him a touch higher. Then I had to add somebody and move them up a little bit. And it bumped Tucker Richards to 10. That's what bumped Ralph Johnson off my list. But I put him at 10 because when you have a year that's good, but then you have a night mixed in that, like, oh man, what could have been? It kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth at the end of the year. So I strictly based mine off of if I was these drivers and I had this season, how I would feel going into the winter.
Okay.
So, I mean, he finished 3rd in points. He had a DNF when he hurt that motor. He got his first career win. He has a lot more wins to come. Obviously, I've talked very highly of Tucker Richards for a long time now. Yeah, I just
and all of that, and you only had 5 races.
Exactly.
and he was still able to get 3rd. So yeah,
right.
Yeah. Beth, Tucker Richards.
Got his first win this year, and I think that there's more to come. So keep his head up for next season.
Yep. And like I said, if I did this list tomorrow, I could probably have another few drivers in and out. So, but let's see here. Beth and I doubled up on Carrie Wilms. I think she can go into the offseason happy because she's got 3 top 5s and 6 top 10s. That's a big improvement from last year. She's definitely improving. It's a little slow, I feel, or slower progression than other drivers, which I think is why, like Kevin B. Chasen, like where'd he come from?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got a future win and stuff like that. But, you know, I think Carrie Wilms is a slow burner. And then next year, the year after, she'll be a regular in the top 10s for sure. And then top 5s will be a lot easier to come by. Beth, Carrie, or as you call her, Williams.
Okay, so in my defense, I was no, I was rushing putting this list together because I had a test today and I did it before my test. It was a mistake. Okay.
At least you have your priorities straight.
School's important, but race cars and a podcast is importanter.
Important. It's more good or less worse than education.
Much more gooder.
Yeah, 102% correct. All right, Gary Wilms.
Compared to last season, way better. 3 top 10s, right?
3 top 5, 6 top 10s.
Oh, okay. So here we go. Me making another mistake. Yeah, what Derek said. I don't know.
Yep. And then any notables in your list that you want to give a quick shout out to?
Yeah, I have 2 that I want to give a shout out to really quick.
Yeah.
Josh Gehrig, I had him at 6. The second in point sucks. It does, especially when it's that close. But he had a hell of a season. You know, he won the most points races, tied with Brandon overall for wins. Brandon had a non-points win.
Mm-hmm.
8 features, 7 top 5s, 8 wins, average finish of 2.87. That's a hell of a year. If I had that good of a year and I was going into the winter knowing I finished second points, I'd be a little bummed.
Yeah, it would kind of hurt a little bit because, like, what else more could you do?
Exactly. Like, you went out championship night, you did everything you could do. You won your heat, you won the feature.
Yeah.
But Brandon won his. I mean, they don't get heat race points, but Brandon won his heat, and Brandon finished second in the feature. Like,
yeah,
it just. I want to give a shout out to Chris Klemko. He didn't end up winning the championship this year. He led the points for most of the year, but he won the championship last year, not winning a feature. This year, he won twice. So I would say, even though you didn't win the championship, you lost to the legend and probably the brightest young star in the wingless cars right now. But he found victory lane twice. So that's an improvement to me over last year, and just a shout out to him. And then he ended up winning a Wing 604 feature too.
Yeah, Klemko I feel is like a 2-step forward, 1 step back from last year.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, well, you won a championship without winning a feature, then you win 2 races, you can't win it. But at the end of the day, you're still 1 step forward than you were from last year. Yeah, right. 100%. I would like to shout out Jessica McKellips for winning a heat race in the Bandits. Again, she's got, 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s. Big improvement from last year. And then the other one, I'll make them quick. Ben Godlewski winning finishing on a strong note. I didn't know that was his last race. Supposedly, was it?
Oh, he's retiring?
Retiring? I don't know.
Oh.
He stopped on the front chute and was waving, and Mike was saying something. So but I feel like he was like the first driver out of the top 4 guys in the modifieds every week. Like, he was always right there. So I want to give him a shout out. Robbie Olson winning his first feature. Hell yeah. Let's go. You can go in anytime that happens after you've been racing for a while. That's awesome. Going there. And then obviously Jacob Irwin. Where did he come from? Seriously. That's how I feel. Like, he was quick last year, and I feel like he lost a little bit of speed, but gained a lot of speed in the last couple of weeks. So shout out to him.
I agree.
Beth. Any notables that you on your list that you want to give a quick shout out?
Ralph Johnson. He went from participating from being the participant to participating. Mm-hmm. He really figured out the car. Went from running in the back of the pack to top 10s.
6 top 10s out of 9 features, with one of those being a DNF. So really, there's only 2 races.
The DNF was a ports failure, so out of his control. So, yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? I'm going to say no by the look. Okay. Now we're going to go into 5 through 2. We'll do it the same way. For number 5s, we have Chad Stouthammer.
I have Nathan Crane.
Ooh.
I have Joel Seart Sr.
Good one. That's a good one. For our number 4s, I have Tyler Cuxhouse.
I have Craig Cruiser.
I just lost my number. Number 3, I have Nathan Crane.
Number 3, Nathan Crane. Okay. Or
4?
Number 4. That was number 4.
Yeah, number 4, I have Nathan Crane.
Number 4, you have Nathan Crane. Okay. Number 3, I have Nathan Crane.
Number 3, I have Adam Taylor.
Oh.
Did you forget him?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I forgot Stouthammer.
I forget Adam. I'm just like, there's just so much more praising we're going to be doing, I feel like, in the off season from him. I'm like, we can take a little spotlight off of him.
Well,
We just went 3 in a row. Like,
let's put some more spotlight on Adam. Him and his girlfriend saved my ass this week, and I did not look at the weather at all. And I was freezing. I was so cold. I had to borrow like leggings, socks, and
from Taylor's? From Taylor's?
Huh?
From Adam Taylor?
Yes.
Okay. Who's your number 3? If you don't say Adam Taylor right now, this was pointless.
That was not pointless. That's just the honorable mention. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Adam
Who's your
Taylor.
number 3? Adam Taylor's number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, and number 2, I feel so awful to say this, but when I say my number 1 later, I hope it makes sense. My number 2, Tim Cox.
Oh my god.
My number 2 is Brandon Murtis.
Okay.
My number 2 is CJ Malik.
CJ. Okay. CJ went batting 500. We talked about him a lot, too. Another thing, too, is another other topic. I'm like, I'm going to be talking about a lot of these guys, so I kind of want to shed some light to other drivers. Okay, wow. So, Beth, me and you had Chad Stouthammer, right?
No.
No, you were the only one.
Oh, I was the only one? Okay. All right, Nathan Crane. That was one. We all 3 had Nathan Crane, just in different lists, right? Okay. The shirtless wonder. Why, Beth?
The motor blowing up for first night wasn't in his favor, but still put together a really good season, got second in points, and that's pretty impressive. Knowing, I'm a firm believer that first nights are very important for points.
Yes, it's really gooder if you have a good solid night the first night. Less worse. Michael, you had Nathan 5?
I had him at 5, yeah.
5? Okay.
Picked up his first winged win. Like Beth said, second in points after battling back from blowing a motor on and not running heat or a feature opening night. 9 top 10s, 7 top 5s, 2 fast times, average finish of 4.11. For me, it's that other thing, motor blows opening night. What could have been? How close could it have been? Championship night. Could he have been enough points made up that even with CJ's poor night, he could have got him?
Yeah, so that was like if it would almost force CJ into a top 5 finish, to clinch it. Yeah, and I mean, not bad for his first full time in a wing car.
No, absolutely not.
I put Nathan 3 because I have him in front of Chad Stouthammer and Tyler Cuxhouse, just because of how his year started with very limited winged experience, and he was able to get a win. Besides blowing motor, top 10s and 7, 8 top 5s. Just, you can't ask for more for your first time in a wing car. And yeah, so that's why I got him there. Wow, and then we all picked different drivers here, so this is good. Notable mentions. We'll start with Beth. Anyone you want to shout out from 5 to 2?
I didn't have him 5 to 2, but I do want him in as an honorable mention. Kevin Chasen, compared to last year's results, it's great. So
yes, yep.
I think all the other ones are self-explanatory.
Okay. Michael?
Yeah, I mean, Craig Cruiser got his first win. Ultimately, ended up getting, I'm going to say 3 more because the night he was DQ'd, he basically DQ'd himself. He got DQ'd for not having an OBD2 port, but he just didn't look hard enough. It was in there the whole time. So, yeah,
That sucks.
if he'd have busted out a flashlight, he would have got that win as well. And then, I mean, Adam Taylor's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
There's really nothing to unpack there. I mean, the dude is an animal. Brandon Murtis is pretty self-explanatory. First-time champion, top 5 every single night. He had an average finish of 2.25. You know how insane that is? 2.25
in a class that's bringing 20 cars.
Exactly. An average finish of 2.25. That is nuts. He finished on the podium every night but one, and he finished 5th. And that was because he didn't finish here, so he had to come from 15th. So he still drove in the top 5 from 15th on the one night he didn't finish on the podium.
Nuts.
Just, yeah. I mean, he's the Wilmot seasonal hard charger, not including the Fall Classic. He was the street stock hard charger, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's an exceptional season.
Yep. Chad Stouthammer picking up a championship, his first track championship, with no wins. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they're all seconds or thirds, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Cuxhouse, total 180 from the beginning of the season. It looked like that thing had no speed. The car wasn't getting into the ground, into the track. They figured that thing out and broke out. 1 win for sure. I know that. Let's see, where is he? 7-11. Yep, 1 for sure. And that was at the World of Outlaws. So, of course, the one night that you want to win, he picks it up. And then he's picked up, some in the Traveling Series. And Tim Cox.
It's because I bet on him that night. That's why he won.
I'm going to pull a point away from you because I said double points that night. You're just pushing it. Number 2, now, of course, the reason why is when I get to my number 1, I'm going to argue my point. But Tim Cox, just because he's a freaking legend. I mean, 64, 65. 65. 65. Or will be 65.
Yeah.
Because him and my dad are the same age, and my dad's 31 years older than me. I'm 34, so that's 65. So let's just say 64, 65. And he's still got it. He's still got the consistency. So I feel like any year he runs like this, even if he didn't get a championship, but he's still picking up a bunch of top 5s, top 10s, heat race wins, fast times. He deserves it. So, he can go in. All right, now number 1. Michael said my number 1. I don't think Beth did, so we'll let Michael go first. Who is your number 1?
This is a stupid question.
So before I say my number 1, I just want to say that if I would have used 3 champions, Tim Cox would have been on my list. He would have been in my top 5, but I didn't want to use 3. I wanted to use 2. Which meant that Tim Cox, unfortunately, could not make my list.
Okay.
That being said, like Beth said, it's a stupid question, but mine goes a lot deeper than why everybody would think it. My number 1 is CJ Malik.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to explain why now, or are we?
No, we'll come back. Okay. Yep. Beth?
Tim Cox.
Brandon Murtis is my.
It's so perfect because like his initials just line up. Like, so he's BM. You can put BFM for what you just said, or you could just say it's BMF because he's a bad mother.
Oh, there you go. I love that. All right, so now we'll go back to Michael with CJ Malik.
Yeah. Okay. So, sure. I don't count championship night in the statistics because it was such a fluke thing. We didn't even really get to race, whatever. Mm-hmm. So 5 wins out of 9, 8 top 5s, 9 top 10s, a 2.22 average finish. That's incredible. Sure. 4 in a row win streak, 5 feature wins on the season. That's incredible. Sure. Where mine goes deeper is I think people forget that he's not just CJ Malik, the Wing 604 racer. He's CJ Malik, the 410 racer too. He made his first World of Outlaws feature this year and only his second attempt at it. The one IRA night, he came out, he went quick time in hot laps. He went sixth in qualifying. He ran second to the new Mr. Excitement, Travis Aarons, in his heat race. And then he ran 12th in the feature. I mean, for only having the 6-7 410 race under his belt, that speaks measures to me, because he's able to, the number one thing that he always says is how much different it is to drive the 604 car to the 410 car. Mm-hmm. Not the speed, but the way that they react, the way that they handle, to be able to bounce back and forth and have enough speed to find some success in the 410, hopefully a lot more to come, and then be able to turn around and do what he did in the 604 car. I mean, just being the winningest driver of the season is enough to put him at 1. You know, getting his first championship in the Wing 604 car, that's enough to put him at 1. Not to mention he took over as the winningest driver since 2020 of all classes this year. I sound biased as hell, but I can't put somebody else at number 1 after seeing how dominant of a season he had.
Yeah, and real quickly, I want to jump in because I know I'm going to get it. Well, there's only 10 cars that show up, or 12 cars, 13 cars show up. It's easier to dominate. Okay, so go dominate.
Right.
Like
anybody else, any one of those other 10 cars could have done it.
Yeah, BK couldn't.
Right.
And he's one of the fastest.
Nothing against Nathan at all. I love Nathan, but Nathan couldn't.
Nope.
Chris Klemko couldn't.
No.
Greg Olson looked like he was going to, and then it switched that fast, and he started running 5th. Like,
and I think if we were going to play devil's, I think Greg Olson could have been the only other one to give CJ a slight run for his money.
I think it would have been closer for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I cover that off because I know that's why I'm going to get that. Oh, well, there's only 13 cars. That's what you guys sound like when I hear that. Seriously.
And I'll just say now, because we've gotten the messages, I know it's the Bandit drivers that are the ones that are going to say it. There was only 6 members in the Bandits, so shh.
No, ironically not. The Bandit guys are pretty chilled. I like those people. That's why I
maybe to you, not to me. They don't like
me. Oh man. All right. Beth, you said Tim Cox.
Why wouldn't I put Tim Cox? Tim Cox 64.
Still on that? Okay, whatever. Go on.
He's 64. I checked today. So as of this morning, he's 64. Unless he changed ages in 7 hours or however long it's been. Just very consistent. I mean, he's old enough to be my grandpa, and he won a championship.
All of our grandpas. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm looking that up.
Just, it's impressive. I don't know. I can tell you guys right now. He is 64.
He is 64. Yeah, I'm looking for his birth date because 9/9 is not his birth date. I know that.
I know it's not either. According
my race pass says 64.
Exactly. See, I looked.
Okay.
All right, let's give Beth her 37 seconds of glory. She doesn't get that very often.
Okay.
Bow out. Yeah. Now end on a high. All right, I have Brandon effing Murtis. More so because of taking past seasons and seeing the impatience and just trying to overcompensate for making up points instantly. But not only that, but out of all the classes, excluding the Lightning Sprints, the part-timer class, Josh Garrett has been right on him. Mark Baker has been right on him. And he did not flinch once all year. Any reason why he was in the back was not because of driving. Mm-hmm. It was not because of a mistake. It was a freaking hood. Him and his hood pins, man, I swear. But
It kind of reminds me of Tom with his hood. When it
yeah,
falls off.
back to my point. Thanks, Beth.
I just made a connection. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Wait.
Back to throwing some respect on Brandon effing Murtis here. Past 58 cars. Do you know how many cars positions he's lost in the feature this year? 2 positions.
And it was opening night, and he started on the pole.
Yes. Yep. So tied with Gehrig. I mean, well, points wise, Gehrig has more feature wins, but with the non-points deal, tied with Gehrig. And yeah, he just never flinched all year with the pressure. And then you had Mark Baker right there to pick up any scraps if either of them messed up. So those are our 10 drivers. Comment below wherever you're listening to. Real quickly. I'm spacing out on her name now, but she came up to me in the stands, was like, hey, I can't listen on YouTube anymore. YouTube put the last 3 episodes on private when it uploaded. And I was like, oh, shoot. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I looked into that. So wherever you're listening to, comment below.
Wait, is it bad I didn't know it's on YouTube?
It's horrible, Beth. I don't think you understand how many people actually listen to this.
I don't.
Because it's nerve-wracking once you figure that out or once you find out. I mean, it's great. Okay, I had a little feather in my cap too. When we're drinking in between Murtis's and Malik's trailer. And I don't know who it was, but they're like, is this the podcast guy? And I was like, yes. Yes.
That was Brandon's dad.
Brandon's dad. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, don't punch me now, please. Yeah, okay. Little feather in my cap. Oh, man.
I want to throw something out here. I think Beth has joined the perfect sprint car team because Ralph has always called himself the participant in sprint car racing. Beth is definitely just the participant here.
Yes.
I don't show up to break doors down. I just show up because I'm like, hey.
And interrupt the door shutting.
Yeah.
Trying to get a thought out there. All right. So comment below your 10 drivers who you think can go into the off season. If you want to be like Michael and I and actually rank them, rate them, awesome. Or if you just want to be Beth and just put random letters down into a non-list, you can do that. We're going to take an ad break, and when we come back, we will be talking results, driver of the night, worst driver of the night, and reviewing our bets. When the shop nights get long after a great result, or even a tough night at the track, or like now during this episode, nothing hits the spot like a cold Sprecher root beer. But it doesn't stop there. Sprecher's lineup goes way beyond the classic. My personal favorite, the Door County Cherry Soda, and the Honeycrisp Apple Soda. And there are still more flavors I haven't even tried yet. Sprechers Brewery has been crafting award-winning soda and beer since 1985, right here in Glendale, Wisconsin. Stop in for a brewery tour, sample the goods, and experience the local flavor. And don't forget, November 17th, we are in the Sprechers Tap Room for our 2nd annual Benchies Awards night. It's the perfect time to check them out. Now that this ad is wrapping up, I've cracked open another Sprecher soda, and I'm ready to talk more racing with you. All right, welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. All right, now let's talk results. So, Wilmot Raceway fast time in the Wing 604 was Nathan Crane. Your heat race winners were Chris Klumko and Ryan Marshall. And your top 5 was Chris Klumko, Blake Cruiser, Nathan Crane, Ian Steer, and Raymond Hensley. That was pretty good. And your hard charger was Nathan Crane +5. Modifieds, heat race winners were Steve Mueller and Don Scheffler. Yep, Scheffler. And your top 5 in the modifieds was Steve Mueller, Joe Huenfeld, Adam Abbey, Mike Wittenberg, and Ben Godlewski. Blah, blah, blah. Easy for me to say. I mean, your 2 hard chargers were number 33s, 33J Joe Huenfeld and Adam Abbey. They both passed 7 cars, but you know what? It was more like 40 cars for Joe Huenfeld because he started 9th, got the lead, and then spun out by himself, which I have a bone to pick because Mueller hit him when he spun, and Mueller got a spot back, but Joe had to go to the tail. But then Joe said, hold my beer. I'm going to still drive it up there. And I think if he would have had maybe 1 or 2 more laps, he would have had Steve Mueller. He was definitely the fastest car on the track.
Make it make sense.
Exactly. Please. It's a lot easier to follow and more enjoyable to follow racing. Street stocks. Probably the championship night of all championship nights when the top 3 in points win their heats. Mark Baker, Brandon Murtis, and Josh Gehrig. And your top 5. Josh Gehrig, Brandon Murtis, Courtney Atkinson, Robbie Olson, and James Jamie. Robbie Olson also involved with Mark Baker on lap 1. Yellow came out, and I don't know what happened to Mark Baker, but he was not back out there. And Robbie had a flat. They changed it, and he drove it back up to 4th. And your official hard charger was Kevin Domrose, 16th to 8th. Lightning sprints. Nick Petska went fast time, and your heat race winners were Jacob Irwin and Jordan Funderburk. And your top 5, Jacob Irwin, Chad Stouthammer, Brian Strain Jr., Jordan Funderburk, and Mike New. And your hard charger was Brian Strain Jr. at +4, 7th to 3rd. Fall Classic. That's going to be a fun one. As I try to segue this smoothly. So Friday night has got a lot of classes. No. Saturday's a lot big class. Okay, there we go.
7 of them.
Ooh, all right. Let's see if they can do it. So Friday, September 12th, adult admissions 13 plus $27. Kids 12 and under are free, and pit passes are $35. Classes street stocks, modifieds, IRA 410 sprints, bandits, and winged crate sprints. Pits open at 2, gates open at 4, hot laps at 5:45, and racing starts at 6:45. Yes, the times are slightly early, so remember that. And then Saturday, the 13th, same price as $27 for general admission, 13 plus, kids 12 and under free, pit passes $35. You have lightning sprints, the Wisconsin wingless street stocks, mods, bandits, MSA 360, and wing crate sprints. Pits open at 1 p.m., gates open at 3 p.m., hot laps at 5 o'clock, and racing starts at 5:45. So another night where it's starting early. It is getting into well, it's not even autumn yet, but it is getting chilly out there. So kind of glad that they're starting a little early for that, and also all those classes. Also, added date to the American Sprint Car Tour. Windy Hollow has requested the American Sprint Car Tours to be back September 26th and 27th. So I'm really excited about that. And next show, I'll have all the prices because that was just put in yesterday. So that's really cool to be a part of a series that gets invited back by the fan base. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. So let's review our bets, which was street stocks. Michael frickin' clinched it. He frickin' clinched our bets. He's got 7 points because of this one now, and Beth and I have 4 with 2 bets remaining. Michael went with Josh Gehrig, and he picked last, and he still got it. I should have went for that. Beth went with Murtis. Gehrig won. Murtis got second, Beth's bet, and mine was Mark Baker, and he DNF'd. And can I actually just put that to one of my predictions that I said the last show? That one of the top 3 was going to have their work there. And yeah. And then also the whole thing with Nathan and CJ, where I was just like, okay, let's be devil's advocate here. Let's say he doesn't turn one lap. Dude, Tyler was like, frickin' Derek.
You were barely over by us, and Tyler was down your throat. Like, yeah, I thought you cursed us.
Yeah, you cursed. I'm like, dude, I was just trying to make content out of a dull championship night for you guys, but you guys made it exciting. Thank you. Thank you. So, this is gonna be fun because we have a switch up. We're gonna be doing the Bandits for Friday night, and we're gonna be doing the Street Stocks Saturday night. Now, I've graciously allowed Beth to take my place, and she can go first. Michael had the best night, so he can go last, and I will be in the middle. So, Beth, on Friday, who are you picking?
I'm gonna pick Derek Crane.
What?
Shooketh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm driving the Hot Wheels car. Let's freaking go. Huge shout out to McKellips Racing Team. So excited. So excited for that one. Never too old to play with Hot Wheels. I'm going to go next. Kevin B. Chasen. I really want myself. No, I'm kidding. Got to back myself. No. And Michael, who do you got?
Give me Tiny Horse.
Tiny Horse. 3 in a row?
Yeah, why not? Craig Cruz is not racing.
What?
Blake's getting married on Friday.
Duh. Yeah, of course I'm not going to be there. Man, I picked a great night to jump into that one. I don't worry about,
so you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. Okay. All right. And then Saturday, we're doing the Street Stocks. So Beth, who are you picking?
I'm gonna pick Michael Olson.
What? Yeah, that's right. Coming out of retirement, driving Brandon Morris's second car, the 12M. Come one, come all. It's gonna be a hoot.
Dude, that's awesome. So ironically, we knew about Michael's news a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And mine we just finished yesterday. So yeah, it was fun. That was a fun way to break that news. That's cool. It's pretty cool.
I feel so honored.
Yeah. Now because of Blake's wedding, I don't know. I know. So Merce is not going to be there.
No, Brandon will be there Saturday.
Oh yeah, Saturday. Duh. I'm gonna go B Mert. Well, hang on. No, I'm gonna say it right now. Or Beth, you go first, and then I'll say my prediction.
What? Oh,
for Street Stocks. Or no, sorry, Michael. Duh, Michael, you go.
I'm gonna pick. I really wanted Brandon Murtis because it would have only made sense.
Not gonna get screwed again.
I'm pretty sure Gehrig's not racing, from what we've heard.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a car because I don't know who drives it each night.
Give me the car number and I'll take it. Yeah.
Well, we don't know. It's either gonna have a 57 on it or it's gonna have a duct tape 8 over the 57. It'll be so it's either James Heine or Cody Potter.
Okay. 57 or 8. We can figure that out on Saturday.
Actually, no, screw that. Give me Robbie Olson.
Ooh. The old man still got it.
Nope, I want Robbie. I want the kid.
Oh, you want the kid. Sorry.
I feel like I'm talking to Beth for a second there.
Dude, seriously. Okay. Well, I got my prediction in my head, and I don't want to let it go before we miss it because I'll just miss it. And then next week I'll be like, I wanted to say it, but I forgot. 1-2 in the Street Stocks is going to be 12. I just don't know which way it's going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be a 1-2 for the 12s.
That would be so freaking cool.
And it's on Saturday night too, so we can do really good. Friday night you kind of have to worry. Yeah, but it's racing tomorrow. I don't want to feel like crap.
Well, that's the worst part. How the heck do I go to a really good friend of mine's wedding, knowing that I have to race the next day, so I can't get absolutely torn up?
When you're about to go to sleep, just remember, in 12 hours, I have to be at the track.
You're right.
Oh, man. Okay. 1 and 2. And then just a wager here. Who do you think will have the better overall finish between me or Michael? For me and the Bandits on Friday and him in the Street Stocks on Saturday. Beth.
I think Michael's going to have the better finish. Okay, I'm sorry, but obviously Michael...
You know what? You're fired. I am so sensitive. You cannot have an honest opinion that doesn't align with mine. No, go ahead.
I'm obviously Michael's race Street Stocks, and he has more experience than Derek does. Than you do.
Okay, so Beth goes Michael. All right, Michael.
You can go next.
Oh, I get to go next? Man, do I back myself? No, I don't back myself. Come on. I'm going to go Michael.
Now I feel I have to go Derek. I was really hoping you were going to back yourself so I could back myself.
Do you want to sweep it or do you want to be a gentleman?
All right. I'm going to give it to Derek, but I'm going to say he wins and I finish second.
That's the reason why, is because I can't contradict my prediction.
No, honestly, I just sounded really cocky and I don't want to come off that way. I've told everybody if I could run top 5, I will be ecstatic.
Yeah. Especially in the street
honestly,
side.
Honest to God, bottom of my heart, on my best friend's ashes, if I could run top 5, that's enough to make me black out.
Ooh. Okay. And if I just bring this this Hot Wheels car back to the stacker, the double stacker, I will be ready to drink with Michael. Oh, speaking of driver, one thing we skipped over: driver of the night and worst driver of the night. Boom. Driver of the night for me, Maligue Racing and Iron Steer. Just that, to get that car out there, I'm breaking my own rules. I said Maligue Racing.
You always break your own rules.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the Maligue shirt. Beth, who is your driver of the night?
Josh Gehrig. Passed
Josh.
cars, finished first.
There you go. And Michael.
Jacob MFing Irwin.
Let's go. You know, if forced gun to my head, I would go Jacob. I just want to give Maligue Racing a shout out for all their hard work, and yeah, they deserved it. Worst driver of the night. I'll go last this time.
I'll go second.
Beth, you can go first.
I didn't even have one. I wasn't there. Can I do one for here? I'll do one for Cedar Lake.
Okay, do that.
Emerson Aldrich, or whatever your name is, worst driver of the night.
I felt like that was a rage video on YouTube.
Is he the 15-year-old that you tried
or is that
to
the
fight?
8-year-old? I think it was the 8-year-old.
It's a 15-year-old.
You said earlier you didn't remember his name, so you lied to us.
No, I just remembered it.
Yeah,
I was
she did.
looking through my
She
phone.
Googled it.
No. I was looking through my phone and I had a screenshot because I remember I took a screenshot because I was like, oh, I'm going to say some I need to remember this dude's name for the future. Oh, it's Edison Aldrich, not Emerson. Edison.
Edison.
I am out for you, buddy.
Man, all right, Michael. Follow that up.
I have a 50-50 tie.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't give it to one without giving it to the other. Same class. Both street stocks. My tie is Mark Baker and Dustin Holland. I mean, you go out there, whether you got hit or whatever, you blew a right rear, you come back out, you blow another right rear. Come on, man. And then Dustin Holland, that's 2 weeks in a row that you've shown up to the racetrack with a car that just doesn't run right. Like, come on, man. Like, I couldn't not give it to him if I gave it to Seth Johnson last week for the same reason.
Yeah. As soon as you said both street stocks, I was like, wait, this could be Robbie Olson and Mark Baker because they got into each other and that's what gave him the flat or the first tire issue. But then when you were like Dustin Holland, I'm like, I know where this is going. This is going to that mechanical.
Mm-hmm.
My worst driver.
Can I just mention?
No.
Dude, why do you go all the way up to pretty much Minnesota, not knowing if your car's running?
Wait, hold on. You're telling me Seth Johnson did it again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Did it run this time?
No, he left Friday night.
Oh my Lord.
Just when you thought it was over.
Have you guys ever seen that stupid movie on Netflix called Wheels of Fortune?
No.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, but there's a guy in it, he says, at this point, I don't think anything else could go wrong. And then something really bad goes wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what's going on with Seth Johnson right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear is New Richmond. I went to the go-kart track on accident. Let's see here. You said Friday. My worst driver, real quickly, is Mark Baker, and it's more of just his luck. And my prediction was right, unfortunately, that one of them was going to have issues. Let's see here. Heat 3, Heat 4. It's weird to see non-wings with more than 3
Shut up.
races. What? I said it.
Your class doesn't even average 2 sometimes. Gosh.
What do you mean?
What?
The Stu Block is lucky to get 15 cars.
Yeah, but you see,
Making a comeback. Just wait.
Yeah, but you see,
20 again.
But you see, I'm racing for a check that's got a comma in it. There could be 5 cars. I'm still going. There's $1,000 on the line. Come on now.
Wisconsin.
So that's DNF'd in qualifying. So it was not a DNS. So he must have made a lap.
He made a lap, but then it started sputtering again.
DNS in the B. DNS in the B.
So, okay,
am I allowed to give worst driver of the night to somebody that didn't race in Wilmot?
I feel like this is you can.
All right, 33%, 33%, 33%. Seth Johnson, add you to the list.
Oh, man.
Well, I will say, they said that they said it just stopped running once they changed tail tanks. So.
Okay, then.
Oh, I know what it is then. It's the bulkhead.
Yeah.
It's a bulkhead. Michael.
Change the damn bulkhead.
Michael, can you ask me how long it took me to figure that out?
Derek, how long did it take you to figure that out?
2 hours at my home. Not even leaving. Just it fires, shuts off. Fires, shuts off. It's almost like it's leading out. Where could it be leading out at?
Almost like it runs fine and idle, but not under load.
No. Well, he might have a smaller leak then, but mine was the bulkhead was loose, so sucking air in with and that's when. And guess what happened when I switched tail tanks? And he didn't show up. He said they went home.
They just went home Friday night.
Might as well just stay the night and try to fix it.
I mean, you already made the trip.
Yeah, it's not like the hotels are going to be like, oh, yeah, here's your money back. It's not less than 24 hours.
I feel bad for your bladder. I feel bad for your tail tank.
Say that to someone that has no context of a fuel. I feel bad for your bladder. Oh, man. All right. We're going to take one more ad break. And when we come back, we are playing Order Up. Hey guys, just wanted to tell you about one of our partners, Hold My Beer, located in downtown Kenosha. With over 40 beers on tap, you're bound to find a new favorite. With the projecting screens, you can play multiple different axe-throwing games, which is great. Our favorite is this Bullseye one, obviously, with amazing food and just a great place to hang out. We really recommend stopping at Hold My Beer. Not just axe throwing, but they also have different kind of games that you can play while chilling like villains. We packed the house here for our special event back in August with the live audience podcast, and it's an amazing event. Great place to host. If you are in the market to host something really cool for your employees or bachelor parties or whatnot. So check out holdmybeerkenosha.com and give them a follow on Hold My Beer Kenosha on Facebook. All right, welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. Now, it is time because Beth has yet to make a game.
Or win one.
Will tonight be the night? Well, it's definitely not the night of bringing a game. So, all in on going against Michael. So, order up. 6 questions, and they just have to put it in order. I'm gonna give them 4 answers. And they are all drivers. So there's a hint. All the answers are drivers, and they just have to order them up based on the question that I ask. We won't play steals. We will not play steal. So you get it wrong. The other person can try to get it just for fun, for content. But there will be no points, only if you get it right. Now, this game I made 2 weeks ago, I had time to update it. So there is actually one that when we get to it, I don't care which order you do it because the answer is the same because they bettered themselves over the racing weekend. All right. But we will start with Michael, 1 through 6.
5.
5. Order these girl driver numbers from lowest to highest. Jessica McKellips, Carrie Wilms, Andrea All, Jennifer Rooney.
Carrie, Rooney, All, McKellips.
Yep. Michael has 1. So Carrie Wilms 11, Jennifer Rooney 17, Andrea All 143, and Jessica McKellips 438. Beth, not 5.
What?
Pick a number, not 5.
That's not 5.
4.
4. All right. Order these drivers from most to least feature wins.
Oh no.
Nathan Crane, Brandon Murtis, CJ Malig, Brian Strain Jr. And all these are Wilmot only. Sorry for having to say that at the beginning of the show.
I feel like I'm gonna get this wrong just off the first one. Brandon Murtis,
Okay.
CJ Malig, Brian Strain, and then who's the last one?
Nathan Crane.
Yeah, Nathan.
Michael, I want to say the correct way.
Wait, no.
Is it
Flip it
most to
around.
least or least to most?
Most to least.
Okay. Are we counting Brandon's non-points win?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. CJ, Brandon, Strain, Nathan.
Yep. If you flipped the first two, you would have had it. So still 1-0
On that. Okay.
after we literally just said, 25 minutes ago that CJ Malig's the winningest driver this year at Wilmot.
You
All right.
think I know everything that's said? I don't.
Clearly. Michael.
Obviously. Very clearly.
1, 2, 3, 6.
2020 vision clear. 2.
2. All right. The American Sprint Car Tour race. Order these drivers from highest to lowest finishing position. And I'm going to say highest as in 1, lowest in 24. Okay. Adam Taylor, Johnny Fall, Chris Klemko, Bryce Andrews. Out of all of them, I think this is going to be the toughest one, even for Michael.
This was on the American Sprint Car Tour night at Wilmot?
Yep, at Wilmot when Zach Radar dominated.
Okay, so it was Taylor, Fall, Klemko, and Andrews?
Yes. Yeah, those are the Adam Taylor, Johnny Fall, Chris Klemko, Bryce Andrews.
Oh, I'm not going to get this one. Radar won that night.
Mm-hmm.
That's either the night that Adam Taylor had his troubles or he ran like second or third. I'm all right. I'm just gonna spitball it. I'm gonna say Taylor, Klemko, Fall, Andrews.
If you would have flipped the first two. Or sorry, never mind. Sorry. Adam Taylor finished 8th.
Oh.
But Chris Klemko, Tim Cox, Johnny Fall, and Bryce Andrews were all on top of each other. It was as literally Radar was about to lap him right before the checker came out. So Chris Klemko 4th, Johnny Fall 6th, Bryce Andrews 7th, and Adam Taylor 8th. The only reason why I put Adam Taylor in there was because he never runs 8th.
Right.
He's up front. So I thought that was going to trick one of you up.
Well, I knew he had the night that he finished 24th for the DNF, so I thought that might have been that night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 8th.
Yeah. 1, 3, 6.
6.
6. Order these drivers from most fast times to
Dude.
least.
Okay, continue.
Bryce Andrews, Rusty Egan, Tyler Cuxhouse, Tim Cox.
Bryce Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Cox out. No, Tim Cox.
Okay.
Tyler Cox. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do Bryce Andrews, Tim Cox, Tyler Cuxhouse, then Rusty. Again.
So close.
Dude, I give up.
It's not the one that you think either. Tyler Cuxhouse has yet to have fast time at Wilmot.
Oh my god.
It was Andrews, Cox, Egan, Cuxhouse, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And when you were dawdling with that, I'm like, man, if she just gets this right, she could probably get Egan then Cuxhouse. But yeah, nope. Unfortunately, not. Bryce has 4. Tim Cox has 2. Rusty Egan has 1, and Tyler Cuxhouse has
All right, well,
0.
I'm leaving. Bye, guys.
Wait, you have a chance to tie it. Maybe. We'll see here. Let's see if Michael can clinch another win. 1-3.
1.
1. Order these drivers from highest to lowest, most passed cars.
Oh, yes.
Let's see here. Seth Johnson, Mark Baker, Ryan Johnson, Brandon Murtis.
Okay. I know first, I know fourth. It's just a matter of getting second and third right. So I'll get those out of the way. Most is Brandon Murtis. Fourth is Ryan Johnson. Then I think it's Mark Baker, Seth Johnson. So Murtis, Baker, Johnson, Seth Johnson, Ryan Johnson.
That would be correct. That's obviously one of them that changed. And, if you're just wondering what a bad mofo Brandon Murtis was, 2 weeks ago when I made this, he only passed 43 cars. Now he's up to 58.
15 cars in 2 weeks.
Yep, 15 cars in 2 weeks. So Brandon Murtis, 58, Mark Baker, 41, Seth Johnson, 38, and Ryan Johnson, 27. And after I wrote it, I'm like, if there's one more Johnson, I could have Ralph, Seth, Ryan, and this last Johnson. So, all right, Beth, do you want 3 or do you want number 3?
I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna go do 3.
3. All right, let's see if you can get a point on the board.
Probably not.
Order these drivers from most to least heat race wins. Now, out of all the ones you could get, there are 2 drivers that actually have the same now because of what happened in the last 2 weeks. So you only have to really get 3 because the 4th one you can put to wherever.
Okay.
CJ Malik.
Okay.
Rusty Egan. Joel Seegert Sr., Brandon Murtis.
Dude.
That's what you get for going away.
My bad. I travel full time with a series. Gosh. I don't have but I don't have time to look at all the Wilmot stuff. I'm busy setting up a car to participate.
What's your answer?
Yeah, because then I can go into, I don't know. I'm racing with the American Sprint Car Tour, also doing all the lodging, also ordering all the fuel, going to
Okay, that's fuel, enough from you.
Setting the car up, doing the blocks, washing the car. Well, I do have help, but still have all that in my mind. Still do the show. All right.
Okay.
Beth. So Michael had.
No,
that's wrong.
Well, what did she say?
Oh no, I'm kidding. I was on the other question above it. I'm like, he's not even on here.
Brandon
All right.
Lewis.
Order these drivers from most to least. Heat race wins. CJ Malik, Rusty Egan, Joel Seegert Sr., and Brandon Murtis.
Brandon Murdas, CJ Malik, Joel Seegert Sr., and then Rusty Egan.
Man,
That's wrong.
yeah, it's actually all wrong.
Damn it!
And I'm like trying to make it to like where you could actually literally do the list backwards, but no, you can't. CJ
Dude,
Malik.
I don't pay attention to results as much as you think I would.
CJ Malik, just fact checking this right now, yes, has 4 heat race wins. Rusty Egan has 3. Joel Seegert Sr. and Brandon Murtis have 2.
Wah, wah, wah.
And because you went Brandon Murtis, Malik, I'm like, I can't.
Okay, that's enough.
I can't even do least the most, but you know. Okay, guys. In an epic battle that
Shut
came
up.
down to the wire once again, Michael destroyed Beth. And I always feel like at this point of the show, she is so done with the games. I'm like, this is the time she's going to come back next week and have a game. So, Beth, are you going to have a game? The Battle of the Wits.
Do you want the truthful answer or a lie?
I feel like the truthful one's going to hurt my feelings, and the lie's just going to. I just got to get another game ready.
You're so right.
Here's one. Make a game about Ralph Johnson. Ask Ralphie Boy, the participant, if he wants to participate in the game by him being the subject. And it could be 2 truths and a lie. It could be random facts about him. It could be true or false.
Okay, well, this is kind of hard because I'm not like a really social person. I was like, two truths and a lie kind of sounds fun, but I'm not a social person. Like, I'm not gonna talk to the person and be like, hey, do you want to give me some? Do you want to be a part of a game for 2 truths and a lie for my?
I mean, I can text him. Ralphie's delightful.
Or just make one about Wilmot like you were supposed to 3 months ago.
Yeah. On episode, gosh, was that like 4?
What was
5?
I supposed to make the game about? That's my question. I forgot. That's how long.
Literally
Anything.
Oh. Whoops.
Because the people at Wilmot really want to hear your game.
Are you serious?
Yes. How long, Michael, was I down there after the races? It took me like 20 minutes just to get to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, when's Beth's game?
Oh,
When's
yeah.
this game coming out?
They want to see an actual competition.
Yeah. They actually want to watch a slide fest for like the last 5 laps. Like that's, come on, give the people what they want.
I feel like if anything, knowing me, I would definitely do the rate it, but with just all drivers.
Then do that.
Okay.
Do
I
that.
can get that done.
Do that, and you can do it like the way we like. I've done it in the past
And-
where it's the 3, or you can just be like this one driver, and we can just go with one
I think 3. It makes it more spicy.
more
And
space.
hold on, let me just say something. I'll do it Friday because I don't have any school Friday, so this will be my priority.
Until she remembers that Wilmot's racing, and then she'll be there.
I have a concert Saturday. That's my issue. I kind of, what if I want to relax? But what if I also want to see sprint cars race?
What if we want you to make a game?
Yeah, it'd be
But what
fun.
if I want to watch the races?
Yeah, Beth. We have more people listen to our show than there's seats at Wilmot. People in the stand. So
Are you serious?
no, that was a joke.
Oh. Well,
But delivery is everything. Deliver a game. It's everything.
I got this.
Yes, you do. Ask someone if you need help.
My dad.
Yeah, ask your. Don't ask Ashley because she'll give me some. She'll give you an idea, and I'll kind of already know. You're like, oh, Ashley made this game, and then I'll have a jump start on Michael a little bit, which I'm a little fearful because he's really good at these statistical games. All right.
Yeah, and then that's all the games ever are. So it's just there goes Beth. It's not my fault. I don't.
No,
think...
I beat you at the opinion games.
No,
The,
you
Yeah.
didn't.
the pointless
Just
game
had-
that we had.
Yeah.
The pointless game we had.
Wait, we did a pointless game.
Yeah, and you still lost.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you even said I give up. in
Yeah,
the
you
pointless
give
game.
up, and Michael was like, "Really? You lost a pointless game." We were tied. Oh man. All right, guys.
Okay. Gosh.
Comment below too if you want to see Beth or give her ideas, please. Because
Feel free to reach out to me.
like
I'll take all the ideas.
the crazy thing is, it's not like I don't want to play Michael and Michael doesn't want to play me. We want to play each other, but we can't make a game for the other one to play when we know the answers.
Colin, Sylvia, if you're listening, help this girl out, please.
Please.
I got this. I got it.
And don't do Jeopardy because only Michael can host a barn burner of Jeopardy. Oh man. So all right, guys. Well, we're gonna start wrapping this episode up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Come down to the pits. I'll be in the Hot Wheels Dave car and the Bandit on Friday. Michael will be in the 12B, M, 12M. Oh, dude, we're both in 12 cars.
Oh yeah.
Twinning. So come down and say hi to us. Like I said, me on Friday. I'll be there Saturday watching Michael run the street stock on Saturday, and Beth will be there Saturday with Ralph Johnson's car. So stop by.
No, I won't.
She'll be at a concert.
I've said this like twice.
Derek,
know how it feels.
your inner Beth is coming out.
No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone just wants to be me. Especially Derek. I think
That's
my
a
prediction
stretch.
said yes.
That's
His
a bit
finish
of
was sideways.
a bit of a stretch.
I could think of probably off the top of my head 2,764 people I'd rather be than you.
I always you don't.
I
Oh,
give
no.
up.
The look on her face. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's it for this episode of the Bench Racing Podcast. We thank you for spending your time with us and look forward to talking more racing with you next week. Until then, peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
It's the ultimate ride. It's the all night.